In the final audio of this course, you will combine the techniques, imagery, and visualization that you've learned to go into a state of conscious, deep relaxation. You will use your own unique form of pre-verbal communication to connect with your unborn baby and settle into the feeling of trust that your baby knows exactly how and when to be born, and that your body knows exactly how and when to give birth. In this deep state of awareness, you will be guided by your subconscious to visualize going into labor and birthing your baby. You will engage all your senses, allowing the images and feelings to unfold and flow like a movie in your mind. Each time you practice this visualization, the details become clearer and you feel your confidence growing. By the time you go into labor, you will have experienced the process so many times in your mind that your body responds with the same calm centeredness, encouraging the flow of oxytocin and endorphins to guide and assist you. Some people are better than others at visualizing. Some people believe that they cannot visualize, but what they're actually experiencing is the inability to visualize on demand. Everyone has the experience of dreaming, and dreams are just visualizations, so the ability is there. You just need to develop it. If you cannot visualize colors or you only get words or feelings, don't feel you have failed or that you have to try extra hard. Just allow your mind to drift and see whatever your mind lets you see. Visualization abilities can be developed. For example, look straight ahead and then close your eyes. How much can you recall of what you have just been looking at? Most people can picture very little, but everyone gets better with practice. Repeatedly opening and shutting the eyes and trying to visualize the scene increases your ability to recall the image. To train your visualization skills, try imagining a flower, a coin, or the feeling of a bottle straight from the fridge, the feel of stroking a cat. And as you get better, try adding movement and action to the visualization. It will come with practice. You can use visualization to rehearse situations where you feel you might need help. Imagine yourself there at the time. Go inside and call up times when you felt good, confident, in control. Now amplify those feelings. Multiply them again. Really ramp that feeling up until you're ready to burst. And then transfer that feeling of total power to yourself in labor. Visualization is used by all top sports coaches. It's been proven that the best athletes constantly visualize and mentally rehearse their training, performing, and winning. It's the visualization that makes the difference. Tiger Woods, the world champion golfer, settles down on the aircraft before each tournament and mentally plays every hole in the course. He visualizes each stroke, anticipates errors, and rehearses different ways to overcome those errors. He considers what he will do if it's windy, if it rains, if the grass is too long. He goes through every possible condition on every hole until he has played the whole course in his mind and is confident of walking off the last green holding the winner's cup. He also practices relentlessly, but the one would not be possible without the other. The practicing is driven by visions of winning, and visualization is an essential ingredient of his success. Now, in the same way that Tiger Woods visualizes each stroke, you want to visualize each stage of labor. Where will you be? Who will be with you? What are you doing? And just as Tiger anticipates errors and rehearses his response, you want to anticipate not coping, and how you will bring yourself back on track, how your partner can help and assist, what coping skills you will have in place, and different ways that you might respond, how you might respond if things are more intense than expected, how you will respond if things go faster or slower. And in the same way that he visualizes what he would do if it's windy or rainy or the grass is too long, you might want to consider what you would do if there's a traffic delay, or you need to go to a different hospital for some reason that is unexpected and out of your control. What will you do if your water breaks and you're out and about, or it doesn't break at all and you are given the option for an artificial rupture of membranes when you get to the hospital. Because these are the kinds of scenarios that you'd like to prepare for and think about in your mental preparation for labor. What you would do if you offered interventions that you would prefer to avoid, or how you might respond if you want interventions like an epidural and it's not available, or the doctor is late. You need to run through every possible scenario in your mind, especially the ones that make you afraid. Now is the time to face your fears, to work through them in your mind, or set about finding solutions and gathering the support you will need. Ignoring your fears will not make them go away. They will just go into hiding until you go into labor, and you don't want to be faced with your greatest fear when you're navigating the intensity of labor sensations and preparing to meet your baby. A large part of your preparation is learning to differentiate between the factors that are within your control and those that are out of your control. Learning birth skills and breathing techniques will help you let go of those that are out of your control so that all your energy and all your focus is on the factors that are within your control. This forms the basis of your birth preparation and allows you to go into labor feeling calm, prepared, and confident, because either way your baby will be born. And this audio will guide you to allow yourself to visualize how your baby will be born. I encourage you to tune into your intuition while you practice visualization. When you're facing something you've never experienced, like giving birth, your intuition can work its magic. Your mind will reach back into your past for ideas and resources, and your intuition will bring forth inspirations you hadn't previously considered. It will prompt you to turn left or right or take a whole new road altogether. It will let you know if you're on the right track and will supply you with the motivation and insight that you need. Practice this often during your pregnancy, starting off slow and gentle in the first trimesters, and then really ramping it up in the third. The more you scribble down ideas, thoughts, concerns, and fears, the easier it will be to allow your subconscious mind to drift and daydream until the picture becomes more clear. Create images that are clear and accurate as you can. Put yourself in the picture. Your subconscious brings forth exactly what is shown to it on a regular basis. When you paint mental pictures, add bright and beautiful colors. The subconscious cannot differentiate between a real scene and an imagined scene. The more realistic pictures you create, the more impressed your subconscious becomes. So engage all your senses in the process and think about it as if it is happening right now. In knowing how visualization works, it's important to realize that for the subconscious mind, everything happens in the present. The conscious mind may label an event as having happened 2 years ago or to happen in 2 months' time, but to your conscious mind, it's all happening right now. So allow your mind to guide you to see what is real for you and what feels comfortable. Remember that the subconscious mind cannot differentiate between good and bad. It is our conscious mind that does the differentiation. And this is a critical point in understanding how visualization works. In a moment, we're going to go through a visualization of you when you are in labor. I encourage you to find a comfortable place to lie or sit, where you will be completely undisturbed, and allow your mind to open to possibilities. Listen to this audio several times and allow yourself to give different answers as you move through it, imagining different scenarios and allowing your mind to show you what is possible. With your eyes gently closed, fast forward in time to the day when you go into labor. Let go of any ideas or concerns that you won't know whether you're in labor or not. In this scenario, you know it is the day when your baby is ready to be born. Just notice where you are. Think about it as if it's happening right now, in this moment. Notice who is with you and what time of day or night it is. And each time you do this, you might imagine a different time of day or night. Be guided by your intuition. But notice how sure you are that this is labor, and how relaxed, ready, and confident you feel. Let the details of where you are and who's with you become clear. Make sure that you're in the picture, and imagine what is happening in your body as you experience those first waves of sensation. And when you first start doing this exercise, you might not be able to imagine anything more than this. And if not, then stay in early labor, and you will know when you're ready to move to the next stage. But for as long as you are in early labor, see yourself calm, relaxed, and confident, and let your subconscious mind show you creative ways of coping and finding the balance between relaxing and getting active, distracting yourself. Allow your mind to guide you to see what is real for you and what feels comfortable. And then fast forward in time until you're in active labor. Your surges coming rhythmically, regularly, becoming more intense, at least every 3 to 4 minutes. The time when things start getting more intense and you need to focus more on your breathing, finding positions to ease discomfort. And once again, think about it as if it is happening right now. You may even find yourself moving spontaneously into position that you think might guide and feel good when you're in active labor. Once again, notice where you are, who is with you, how is your partner supporting you, are they present? What time of day or night is it? And if you're planning to have your birth at home, you may have already called your midwife. If you're going to a birth center or a hospital, you may be getting your things ready. Imagine yourself in the car. What music is playing, or is it silent? Are you in the back seat or the front seat? See the route that you would take to the hospital, noticing the familiar landmarks, and seeing yourself breathing and focused through every wave, through every surge, using the directed breathing technique and releasing tension and discomfort on every out-breath. But notice how relaxed and confident you're still feeling. You see yourself breathing through those waves. The breath slow and deep. And you imagine yourself deeply relaxed in the spaces between the surges, allowing yourself to go deeper and deeper. Breathing down, directing your breathing. Tune into your intuition, allowing it to bring forth inspirations, prompting and guiding you, allowing you to see what is possible for you in this moment. Before moving on to imagining yourself giving birth, allow intuition to guide you and see as much as you need to see, as much as you're able to see. It may only become clear in the moments before you give birth or later on in your pregnancy, but stay open and allow your mind and your intuition to guide you. Allow it to bring forth inspirations you hadn't previously considered. Let it prompt you and guide you with the motivation and insight that you need in each moment. Tune into it every time you visualize, and remember that when you practice visualization during pregnancy, you'll find it very easy and almost a natural progression to do it when you're in labor. Visualizing during labor is a great way to distract yourself or focus your mind, both of which are excellent tools to use. The way that you might visualize giving birth could be by becoming aware of the deep pressure you feel in your hips and pelvis. Bring forth that feeling you get when you go to the bathroom, but this time you know that it's your baby's head, and this time it's telling you that your baby is ready to be born. Imagine how you might be feeling knowing that you're about to meet your baby. And rather than trying to conjure an image of how it might be to actually give birth, connect to the feeling of deep trust in your body that you know you can do this. Connect to the sense of confidence that although this is the first time you're doing this, you've been preparing yourself mentally, physically, and emotionally for this moment. Feel your strength, feel your endurance, and your ability to face this challenge head on. Let go of the outcome. Your baby will be born. Just think about your baby being born and giving yourself permission to visualize that day in as many ways as your imagination and intuition allow.